My name is Funeka Montjane. I'm a chartered accountant. I work at Standard Bank Group for the last 17 years. My role is that of a chief executive of the Personal and Private Bank. I am the 2024 recipient of the Trailblazer Award. My key learning as a chartered accountant, I would say first and foremost, is the importance of role modeling. I grew up in a village in Mpumalanga, and the only way in which I knew about chartered accountant is because I was reading about Sis Nonkululeko Gobodo. The fact that she became the first woman chartered accountant gave me permission to actually dream that I can become the same thing. Secondly, there is something very robust about the chartered accountant training. When I hire chartered accountants, I know that it's people who've gone through the most. It's people who've gone through fourth year and the traumas of fourth year. It's people who've gone through board exams. It's people who've gone through articles, people who have done late nights, who've had to leave at 5 a.m. and come back to the office at a.m. because the auditor's signing off. That robustness of the profession, for me, says a lot about the resilience and tenacity of CAs. And more importantly for me, CA means integrity and it means trust. I love what I do because I feel that the work that I do makes a difference, not only to the communities here in South Africa, but throughout the continent. I feel very strongly that right now we went through a time frame where across our continent, everything was about attaining the importance of personal freedoms. But now I feel very strongly that my work, I participate in the next chapter, which is about prosperity and dignity. When I qualified as a chartered accountant, I remember we were launching an organization called African Women Chartered Accountants Forum. And at that time, there was less than 100 of us. It's been an incredible journey to see more and more young women come through. It's just a trend that is going to continue. What we continue to see is young women graduating at a much higher rate at university, young women being strong and being resilient, staying longer, and the world starting to finally see that you can't run the world. You can't solve the world's problem with half the population or with your hand behind your back. So I'm expecting to see an unprecedented level of wealth creation by women, an unprecedented level of new businesses that are started by young women going forward. I think the biggest advice I can give to young women is that you are enough, that you don't need to prove yourself in any way that's different to anybody else, that like everyone else, you've got to work hard. You've got to do those 10,000 hours that Malcolm Gladwell talks about. There is no shortcuts. You've got to really work hard, but at the same time, another very big thing that makes a difference in one's career is sponsors. And our sponsors are cultivated. Sponsors are different from mentors. You want people who are going to talk about you in the room when big opportunities and big money is discussed. So that would be my advice. What drives me and gives me personal energy is seeing people succeed. And that comes from, firstly, the people that work at Standard Bank. I love seeing people come in as graduates and seeing them grow their careers and becoming much more influential people. I love that. That gives me a lot of energy. But people also extends, more importantly, to our clients. I'm very energized by this huge wave that is currently happening of growth, of this unprecedented wealth creation that we're going to see across the continent. I want to be there. I want to be part of it. I want to give Africans confidence that they really can. For the first time ever, perhaps, we can keep our own wealth. We can create wealth, keep it, and pass it on to the next generation. Fun for me is family. It's my kids, 18 and 8. It's my husband, it's my grandmothers who are 84 and 90, it's traveling, it's reading. But I also have a very keen interest in beauty, fashion, skincare, all of that.